4-year-old boy rented an apartment all by himself. On his very first day after moving in, he went to the supermarket and bought a lot of tissues, which he then delivered to his neighbors. When the boy gave tissues to the first neighbor, the neighbor was somewhat surprised and asked why his parents weren't the ones bringing them. The boy replied that he was the only one at home. The man couldn't believe what he had just heard. The boy politely greeted him and left. Later that evening, the boy was about to take a bath, but the apartment didn't have a bathroom. With no other choice, the boy knocked on the man's door again, asking where he could take a bath. The man handed the boy a business card. Seeing the address on the card, the boy thanked the man and prepared to go. At that moment, the man was sitting at home watching TV, and the news report mentioned that there had been cases of human trafficking, with kidnappers frequently abducting children. Upon hearing this, the man couldn't stop thinking about the boy living alone, and he felt uneasy. He decided to follow the boy to the bathhouse to make sure he was safe. After the bath, the man quietly followed the boy again. The boy, curious about why the man was following him, asked, and the man stubbornly claimed that he was just there to take a bath as well. Then the man, still curious, asked the boy where his parents were. The boy simply answered, "They're not here anymore." The man immediately realized he had said the wrong thing and quickly explained that his own parents had left him a long time ago. So, the man accompanied the boy back to his apartment. The next day, the boy knocked on the man's door again and asked if he would be home that evening. George, who was a homebody, told the boy that he would always be home. Without thinking twice, the boy immediately headed out. Seeing this, George, concerned for the boy, followed him. He found out that the boy was just going to the convenience store. However, just then, they ran into another neighbor, Mary. Mary saw George standing next to the boy and assumed that he was the boy's father. George quickly explained that he was just the boy's neighbor. Mary was surprised to hear that George was the boy's neighbor, because they had never met before. It turned out that Mary worked at a clubhouse and often left for her shift late at night, returning only in the early morning. Since George was a homebody who rarely went out, this was the reason they had never crossed paths.